original plans were to go sing karaoke tonight, eh?
That was the plan, yeah.
That indeed was the plan. Didn't turn out too well.
No,
Well, that's what happens when you try to be responsible.
I don't advocate drinking and driving.
Which, I'm not making it sound like a bummer thing that, we didn't get to where we need to be, but we're still having a good time and
Maybe we are where we're supposed to be.
That could be it too. You're right. Yeah,
Couple beers,
couple beers deep, yes.
just a little bit.
A little bit.
But I'm feeling like, comfortable.
Oh yeah.
I just say not to think about what's going on here when you're recording. I can just say what I want.
That's really what it is. That's what it comes down to. That's why I put it on YouTube so you can say whatever the fuck you want. 'Cause I already made the first episode with Bryce, and so far nothing. Nothing. And if something does come up, I'll deal with it when it comes up. But overall, I'm not fearful or anxious about people's reaction. I just watched something today where it says if you really want to be in this type of business, which was the comedian business, is that you can't care about what people say and take that message into everything. If you want to do something, you can't care about what people are going to say. There's going to be fucking judgments coming from left and right, no matter what you do, whether you make a bad decision, right decision. You can see that within our own community.
You know what I think, man?
What?
I think when someone comes up to you and says something like, "Hey, you shouldn't do that," I think you're drawing attention. It's not. It doesn't matter if it's bad or good attention. You're drawing attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got haters, man. That's what you need. Your haters.
That's
Shout
true.
out to all the haters, man.
That's
We wouldn't be here without you.
It's real. I don't know if I had haters. I might have had haters, but overall, I think I was a pretty likable guy. I don't know. Has anyone ever verbally, physically came up to me and, showed me they didn't like me? Not that I can recall. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, yeah. But overall, most people just say stuff behind my back. Even if I do meet them in person and I've heard rumors of them saying something about me, I'll still greet them with a smile and they still do the same thing. Maybe I'm the fake one for not confronting it, but
Yeah, you are. You're fake.
maybe yeah. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me.
It's your problem.
Maybe it's fucking just not me. Maybe I'm the problem.
You're the fucking problem. Okay?
I'm the problem. Fucking cheers, man. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I got Ian Dokum in the studio tonight.
Yeah.
It's great. We've been wanting this one to come into reality for a long time now. And yeah, we just kind of shoot the shit. Sounds good. It sounds great. I love it. It sounds even better than the last one.
This podcast is going places, man.
It's gonna go places, and like I said, it's just a start. And I know when stuff start out, it always starts out slow. So you asked me the first day I posted this podcast is, are you gonna stay consistent to it? And that's been replaying in my head ever since you said it. And you know what the answer's been?
What?
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna stay committed. That's why I've been kind of like, we got a couple beers now. We're not going anywhere. Let's just whip it out. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Don't tell me that, though, man. Tell yourself. All I'm saying is that if you want something good or you want to be successful in something, you gotta be consistent. Consistency is key,
Yeah.
As long as you do it every day, it doesn't have to be 100%.
Yeah.
2%, 50%, give
Little
it 80.
steps.
Yeah.
Little steps.
As long as you do it every day. As long as you don't give up.
And then
You know,
you said that too. You're like, you don't have to give it 100% every day. You can give it like what you just said there. You can maybe do it for like 2 hours or something. Because I told you what, I spent maybe 6 hours that night.
that's what I was thinking. You do it, okay. You do it for 5 hours that day.
Yeah.
You spent all night, right?
Hmm.
Say, okay, well, that's your full effort.
That was a
That's a
lot.
full 100% effort.
Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah.
burnt out after that.
Hmm.
So might as well just maybe break it down in half.
Yeah.
Man.
Break it
Break
down.
it down in half. Do 50% of that work. Maybe if you need to break down some more, do
Yeah,
20% of
exactly.
that. Do that every day. You'll
There
get
you go.
better.
The baby steps.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did what I did to find out how hard it really is to edit it, get it out there. You've been there through the whole process
Yeah,
of.
I didn't think it took like 2 hours just to upload it. And then you gotta make sure you upload the right thing too.
Dang, I
Man.
uploaded the
Make
wrong
sure the right
audio. I
thing.
uploaded the original clip of me and Bryce, so everything that was supposed to be uncut was in there. And turned out to be 2 minute or 2 hours and 11 minutes, and then after cut, it turned out to be an hour and 58 minutes. So then that's how I found out it was the wrong audio after I posted it. It was up for 11 minutes, and then yeah, I just deleted it. It was gone. Posted the next one, published it, and then boom, there we go. The right one was up. That was rough though. I got a little frustrated there, but I held my ground.
Yeah. You held your ground, man.
I
You did
wasn't
it.
throwing shit. I wasn't cussing Ian out down here.
Well, I was like questions like, what am I doing here, man? Just playing UFC and chilling, man. I was like, I just like, I feel like I should be here though, you
Hmm.
know.
That was good. It was good. I think it probably honestly eased up on my
Crack the whip up here, like,
temperament.
keep
my
working,
my
motherfucker.
my temperament of keeping my cooler, Like, I think that's what it was too. If you weren't here, I'd probably been, fuck, shit, fuck, just throwing stuff around. It's not working.
Fuck this, man. We're bad.
Honestly, though, that's what happened around 4 or 5 o'clock. I was like, I don't get this. I don't know what's going on here. I've made the description. I've made everything, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. And then, yeah, I even tried figuring it out when I woke up at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I was like, let me see what I can do real quick. And then you messaged me, yo, I'm gonna pick you up for work. I'm like, all right, shit, okay.
Yeah.
Just throw the computer down and got ready instead. Yeah,
What? What the fuck was that? Wednesday or was that
I believe that's Wednesday.
or was that Thursday?
No, I think
That was
that
Thursday.
was
That was
Thursday.
Thursday.
That was
Yeah.
just Thursday.
That was
Yeah,
Thursday. Yeah.
today's Friday,
Showed
going
up
on
at
to
like eight
Saturday.
thirty for work, and I was like, this guy's not here yet. Man. It's like, where is he? He probably called in. Harley was like, oh, he'll show up. It's like, fuck, he ain't gonna show up, man. This guy's not gonna show up. So I texted you, hey, you coming in, man?
Yeah.
I'll pick you up myself, man.
There you go. And I'm glad you did, because honestly, I feel like that helped me that day. I feel like I was able to give it a more of a effort on the job site than worrying about, I don't know, just getting there, I guess.
Job showed up and we got paid.
Learned how to bend metal. It was my first time.
I was, you know what? Those guys, man. Harley and Eddie, man.
Yeah,
Those guys are like, those guys are funny, man.
there's I enjoy it.
Right? They like compliment each other, but they're
They
like,
like talk shit to you at the
yeah, they
same
talk
time.
shit at
It's
the
just,
same time, and
it's a perfect blend, I
you get shit
guess.
done.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I like it. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Perfect's too strong of a word, I would say, because nothing's perfect, right? But as of right now, I guess for me and for everything, it just feels perfect. I get to learn stuff at a rate that's, exceptional. You know that. Sometimes it takes me a few minutes here and there, but you let me figure it out and I do it and, I understand it. Again, with the whole joints, I fucked up one part. Okay,
All the floor there.
now I know. Now
Oh
I
yeah.
know because you
Well,
gotta.
you can barely see it, man. Like,
But no, it's not that you can see it. It's the fact that it created a weak point.
oh yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, now I know like that. That's a big responsibility. So like now I know I gotta stagger everything from flooring to siding to whatever.
yeah.
Drywall,
Pretty
everything.
It's pretty simple as you think
Once
about
you,
it.
yeah, once you get it, and that's what Harley said too. He's like, once you get all this, once you understand it, it's pretty easy.
Yeah,
It's just the labor, right?
I get why they do drugs. There's a certain point where like, fuck, I can't learn anymore. It's like, fuck.
Fuck, man.
Just keep going, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I guess.
but you get to more, complex buildings, more people that are more stubborn.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You said you wanted to go back to school, and that's for expanding your art and carpentry, or what?
just a social worker.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's social work.
That's it, man. I just wanted to be in school for
Well,
a bit.
that takes a while too, like a
Like,
couple of years
yeah, my goal is to like go back to not go back to school, but go back
to being in
to
school.
be in school as like a support aide
I like that. Yeah,
somewhere in like
I think you do a good job for it. Yeah, give yourself a few years.
yeah, because I want to be a therapist. People who talk to me about their stuff, man. When
That's
they're
right.
drinking, it's like
You're a very open guy. You
yeah,
come off as a very open guy, easy to talk to, and that makes people feel very comfortable very quickly. So I'm not surprised that people shoot their shit towards you.
yeah.
Not like
There's a
bad stuff,
point
like,
though for
yeah.
myself that like I should be getting paid for this, man. 'Cause
Yeah,
I should be
yeah.
getting paid for this.
If you're
Not
good
gonna
at
lie.
if you're good at something, you shouldn't be doing it for free.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. We're just having a beer here, and like you should be paying me, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, right now,
you're
man.
gonna
With
fucking
the
say that. I knew
royalties,
you
I
were
want
gonna say
royalties up right now. I'm already ahead of you.
Look, and apparently everyone wants royalties at this point because everyone that gives me ideas, they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna give me some." Hey, when you get some, I'm like,
For real?
"What the fuck you mean?"
You had people come up to you and say that?
Well, maybe I instigated it, but overall, it's a pretty funny thought. But just because you give me an idea doesn't mean you get a royalty. But depending how I use that idea to the full extent of your knowledge, yeah, something. But
Yeah.
if not, if I take that idea and I, let's say, put it in writing, paraphrase it, change it up a little bit, I got inspiration from your idea. I didn't take your idea.
I'm okay with that.
And that's the difference of people taking and being inspired from something, stealing and creating your own. There's a difference in that.
Yeah, I feel like getting the good out of someone and taking it with you is not a bad thing.
There you go.
Like you get good traits from people, but they
Yeah.
have a bad life. But
You
as
know,
long as you take a good trait from them, you move on
exactly.
forward, you can spread to others.
And not everyone is a bad person. Some people are just good people that made bad decisions.
That too,
So
yeah.
like that's where I understand your point is where you can learn something from them. So like not everything they've done is bad, or maybe everything they have done is bad, but you can still say take something positive away from them, no?
Yeah.
Like they're not bad people.
Like that one
I
person
guess to a degree.
that one person I always talk about, um,
Uh
that works with us.
yeah.
Yeah. Bad life, not bad life, but bad choices, but still a hell of a worker and you can learn a lot from him.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah,
As
trust
long
me.
as you just respect him right
But
now as he is, and he respects you, and it's mutual, and you
that's
can
all it,
learn something
that's
out of
all
that.
it comes down to. And then
Yeah,
he's a man, like you respect him, he respects you. It's given, I guess it's earned. It's given, it's earned, vice versa, like at least with these guys, that's how I see it. Other people say, well, you gotta earn respect. It's like for some people you give it, you get it.
yeah,
I feel like that's how it is with him, yeah. And that too, the work too. If you do the work, I feel like you get his respect right away, yeah.
yeah. And on your phone or something,
Yeah, yeah.
complaining about like something
Even
that's
like
so stupid.
the littlest things, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he might do it, but he
Well,
has his issues.
yeah,
So for you cut him some slack.
yeah.
Us, what are we, young, fucking complaining because we don't understand it, pretty much.
You can complain all you want, man, as long as you don't give up. I think that's the way they think.
Yeah,
But who am I to know what they think?
that's true. Maybe we'll have them on here someday.
That too, that's what I'm like. Keep it on a fine line.
Yeah. Well,
Respectfully
again,
mutual.
it's true. Yeah, it's your opinion. Just try to keep it respectful when talking about others. But overall, it's your opinion, and it's how they take it. Because again, it's all opinions. Like an opinion is not a fact. A fact is something that's solid, fucking based evidence of what you've done or what someone has done or what they've wrote or anything. But like, if it's just an opinion, like, well, Ian, you're fat. You could
Well,
take that personally,
I did. I
and
did actually, yeah. It's actually a compliment.
he just added me to his haters list.
Yeah.
Fucking to all my haters out there, 2025. I thank you. Gabe number one. I'm number one on the list. He said beginning of the year I was fat,
I took that personal.
and I took that personally.
Fucking right, I took that personal. That's why I stay fit all the time. That's why I run now. It's all in my head is Gabe. Just say, hey, fat ass.
Oh
How
my
you doing,
god!
fat ass?
You have a nice egg sandwich today, fat ass.
What?
But I'm the one who's buying
You're my inspiration, man. Thank
them.
you.
Actually, though, yeah, I've gone pretty big over the year. Like I said,
I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're not even big.
I went up to 195, bro.
What were you before?
170.
Fuck, you gained a bit of weight, man. That's okay.
That's what I said.
You're
It's
not even
good.
doing anything. Of course, you're gonna gain like 20 pounds.
That's
Let's
what
say
I
you,
said.
let's say you
But
run a bit.
I should probably
You're gonna
walk,
lose it.
run a bit. That's the skinny part, though. It's like if I run or walk, like I'm gonna lose it just like that. Like it's a curse, but it's a blessing at the same time. Because like my lungs have taken a beating because I smoke, and then I'm like I wanted to gain weight, so I just sat around, did nothing. Kind of lost some motivation to get back in that gym. I'll be honest with you, because it does sound like a hard work. From what I was doing in college, I was fucking pushing my body. Let me tell you, I was doing bicep curls with that nice barbell, right? And then some nice weights on the side.
How much weight's on both sides?
60, brother.
60 on both
I was
sides?
pumping 12 reps, man, like clean. I was just boom, nice and slow too. So, I'm not fucking I'm just solid, clean reps and just and then I'm done my set. I look around, I see a couple of these big guys kind of just eyeing me out. I was just like, just kind of just dust it off, I just continue my set, just take a break, just go on my phone. It's like, damn, it's like, I don't know what that was. But I was had the music just bumping. I think that day I took pre-workout, so I was just a beast in the gym that day. Trust me. But I miss that. I do miss that feeling some days.
Low key, man, I'm your biggest hater.
Like,
I look at you and like, why is this guy so fucking jacked? Like, oh, I gained a bit of weight, man. Like, fuck right off, man. The only problem you guys, those fucking knees, man. You gotta start running.
yeah,
You got endurance. You need the endurance for those knees you got there.
my right knee has gone really bad ever since I started working.
That, yeah.
It's been
Is
getting
even
bad.
like climbing the ladder or fucking getting down and getting up.
I don't take that into consideration, but I really should. I don't. I really don't. So that's
Get
probably
some knee
why I'm like,
pads, man. Knee pads will save
I
you.
gotta get better ones where I can just slap them on. Well, I mean, the ones I have in the car, those are meant to be slapped on. It's literally all Velcro and a clip.
That's all you
That's
need,
all I
bro.
need, yeah, but I still like ignore it and I'm still like, nice. And I still ignore it and I'm like, oh, my knee at the end of the day. And it's like, well, you should have put your knee pads on. That's why you have them. But like, I'm just like, oh, they're so bulky and I'm like, oh, they take so much time.
I
But like,
figured it out. You're your biggest hater.
I am my biggest hater
I think everyone is their biggest hater.
for people that really know me and have really let me talk about myself. They're like, you criticize yourself a lot.
That's what I'm saying, man. I think that's what overthinking is.
I think
It's
that's
just
all
you
it is.
criticizing and then you question yourself like, fuck, is that right?
Yeah.
You know, am I
And then
right?
and then I hate when that happens on the job site too, because then I'm like, fuck. And then you see it happen, and then you're like, yeah, you cut that too short, didn't you?
Yeah, measure twice, cut once,
Yeah.
dog.
Measure
Measure
twice.
twice, three
Hey,
times, four times, five times,
cut once.
and then cut once, but
Go check.
very stressfully cut it, man, because you're like, fuck, did I fuck up? Is this the wrong one? Is this the right side? You know,
Ah,
like fuck, there's so much things,
what
but you
what
gotta trust yourself. That's it. Trust yourself with what you first thought. The little things you just measure twice, cut once.
like when I was bending the metal, I just thought I knew what I was doing, right? I remember it's
You were
time.
just one
It
step
was
ahead of
time to
yourself.
bend it, just boom. And then
Well,
Harley's like, "Well,
I
did you
trusted
score
you.
it?" I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" He's like, "Did you score it?" I was, no,
Well, dude,
no.
okay, I'm gonna help you out here. If you think about it, that whole process,
Yeah,
you had down. It's just you jumped ahead a little bit. I was like, do we gotta cut this down?
yeah.
And
I know that
you're just got
that you that's what I mean. You should have just been like, "Bro, hold on." I would be like, "Huh? What?" You would have literally seen me. You would
well,
have
okay.
literally seen me come out of it. I would have been like, "What? What?"
But then you
Yeah.
would have been questioning yourself, and then the whole process would have been thrown
No,
off,
because
man.
then you knew what to do. You would have been like, "Hey, don't we have to score it?" Then I would have looked at it and be like, taking a minute. Oh yeah, okay, fucking, let's do it. Let's do it.
If I'm being honest with you, man, I didn't know what Harley was teaching there. I
Yeah,
just trusted you to do that part because I knew the first part
you knew
with
to
the
take the
measure. I knew all the
measurements.
measurements, yeah,
That's
because I
good.
knew you didn't know the
That's good.
measurements.
I,
So I
I,
was like, okay, as long as this guy knows to fucking flip the thing, close it, slam it, we'll be good, man. As long as I get those measurements right, we'll be good. We'll find out. We'll find out on Monday if they're all right. You know that metal's all flashing's all right there. Well, I think we're good.
I think we're good. I felt pretty confident through the whole thing. It was just after when I messed up that scoring part, I was like, yeah, that wasn't supposed to be like that. And then the
We
rest of
still
them felt
got it
good.
though.
And then that's what I mean. We
Yeah.
still fixed it. Eddie didn't have to come in and fix it. He even said himself, he's like, he's like, I'll fix your fuck up. And then
All the time,
and
man.
then we
All the
fucking
fucking
fixed
time.
it.
Fucking kid, man. You're just fucking up, man. Oh, I gotta do it now.
Like,
Makes himself look good. Like, fuck off. You didn't want to do it. I
even
know you.
before we started, he bending the metal. He's like, "I'll fuck it up."
Yeah,
Just
all the
sitting there in
fucking
a chair
time,
in the
man.
corner, man, just watching us take the measurements.
Well, remember the first day there? Remember the first day you came in and we're doing the siding? And
Yeah,
then he was inside there, and I
yeah,
was like, he's like, tuk, 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 tuk. And I
yeah,
opened the door, I was like, hey, don't fuck up, man.
yeah.
I'm all mad. He's like, fuck you, man, fuck
Yeah, he's
you.
like, fuck you. He's like, that's only you that fuck up.
Yeah. Then it takes a little mess in there. That's funny.
Oh, man. So that's fucking great. I like I said,
Whew.
everything right now just, to me, feels perfect. Like, I got this rolling. I got
We got a really good opportunity here.
this great opportunity. And like honestly, if we're getting deep about the future, this whole AI stuff and this whole fear of takeover. You can't take over carpentry. You can't take over that manual type of labor. You can't take over that precision. If you really want that clean, only a human can do that until a robot that can fucking do the movements of a human, that's when AI will be able to take over stuff like carpentry, welding, fucking mechanicry. Well, I guess they kind of already do
Mechanic.
because they build cars. Yeah, I got that word
Yeah.
wrong, but
Threw me off there.
yeah, but working on cars and stuff. But I guess they kind of already do it, right? Because they have like these big machines that kind of just put the main pieces together, and there's only so much interaction along the line with building cars.
I don't know what goes on in there.
I know they have a big line, like literally, it's almost like
Like a bump? Did you say a line?
a healthy bump.
Hey, healthy bump.
Healthy
Now we're getting
bump.
to that.
There we go. That's one of the points we brought up. A healthy bump. What was the healthy bump in?
I don't know, but I gotta pee and have a cig. You wanna have a cigarette?
All right, yeah, that sounds great.
going.
But yeah, no, I'd like to do it again with you and Caleb. I think that first one was definitely a test, we'll say,
So
just to
what are you
see.
gonna do with that?
Um, the I haven't even read through it yet, actually.
Okay, good.
So if I have time to go through it, considering after this recording, um, I might post it too because it's still good. Like you said, not every podcast will be like excellent to my mind, but it's still a voice and words that should probably still be out there. Because like what he brought up is real and is what's going on in another country that's not ours. And to expand on that, remember that video I told you I seen on Instagram where this soldier was in a trench, a T trench. So it's like one way's going this way and the other one's coming this way. So it's just a T. So Buddy is coming down the left side of the T, a Ukrainian soldier, I believe. He's wearing like mostly gray, brown, and a little bit of blue here. So that's kind of what made me think. And these other soldiers were all in dark and other colors, and I think they were called like the USSR. Don't quote me on that. This was just a quick Instagram video I seen. Overall, I was more of shocked of what happened in the video. Was that again, the soldier was coming down the T trench. A Russian soldier, I believe, was coming down the bottom of the T, if you can picture that. So that he was coming up. The Ukrainian soldier has his gun ready, and he's coming down that T.
And he doesn't check his corner.
He didn't check his
And that's
corner.
a thing, right?
He,
Checking your
you have to
corners.
check your corners, even like wherever you are. You're in a war zone, right? You should be checking your corners. So that's what made me feel very sad for that guy. Maybe he didn't have much experience, and they just threw him out there. We need men. We need men. Get out there. Because Buddy was just there. Didn't check his corner. Turned his head. Dropped dead.
Just folded it,
Didn't
probably.
even get to turn and point his gun at him or nothing. His head. Just his head alone turned. That soldier seen him, already had his gun up, had his finger like near the trigger, and just that's it. He just drops, and that's what made me like kind of want to like let Caleb talk at the same time. But he really expanded his thoughts on that subject alone.
Yeah, he was going off there. He had me for a bit, and then he lost me, and then he grabbed me again with his
Yeah,
own thought, how he
yeah,
thought about it. But then he went off again. I was
yeah,
like, holy fuck. Like, I gotta keep up with his, like, yeah, point A, point B, point C, point D.
yeah,
But first off, we're gonna go back over here
yeah.
real quick, and then we're talking about it, and I'm like, holy shit. Okay, where are we at?
Then that's why I want to get it out too, because I want people to understand what we're talking about as well. It's just another podcast we recorded, but still, like some good stuff to get out. But overall, I'd like to redo it again. I think could be even greater because yeah, let's consider that a practice run, and that was my first time with I guess two guests at that, so that was a big learning curve too. But that's exciting.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say through all that too? Another thought was that I had two people mentioned they wanted to come onto the podcast. One was their boss, Harley. I think he would be a good guest to put on. I think he can really chit chat it up for a bit, even if it's not.
I think he has a lot to say.
I think he
I
has
think
a
he
lot
has a
to
lot
say.
to say, yeah.
So that would be really cool. Ryan Gregor wants to come on, and his points are about trying to bring youth on to the trades.
Yeah, because he works in, I don't know what he does, but I've seen him before at a site,
Yeah,
and he does that kind of work,
for
and
sure.
it's very rewarding when you finish a day, a long day.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's something different. I don't know. It's something about this work. You have to be, like you said, you prep me pretty well. You have to be mentally tough for it. There's some days where you're like, I don't want to fucking be here, but like you stay and get through it and you do the job and then you're like, yo, I got that done today.
Yeah.
Like even just the other day we're like we didn't feel like we did much today. But
Uh,
we prepped for Monday. We're all
yeah.
set to go on Monday because what we did on Thursday.
Thursday.
What we did on Thursday prepped us for Monday. So like we still did something and we learned something.
That too, yeah.
Like we can't forget about those small accomplishments. We learned something. We still did something. We did it ourselves at that. We got shown once. Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it
And
up,
we
man.
did it. We almost fucked it up. I almost fucked it up. We fixed it. He didn't have to
Well,
come in and,
you didn't really fuck it up. You just forgot a step.
but it could have fucked up.
We still made it work,
Did you see
from
how
the
that
end of.
metal was bending after we were like, you were like when I was doing this? There was one part where it was straight, and then the other part was looking like this. I was like, oh no, because then we still have to cut that piece.
Hmm.
And I was like, what's gonna happen when we cut that piece when in one's straight and the other part's like already bent in? But it was fine. It worked out perfectly. So that's what made me feel really accomplished that day when I was like, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Harley's like, yeah, I know. And then I was like, so it kind of also motivated me too. Was like, let's fix it. Let's get this right. And we did it. And it wasn't much, like again, but still that little bend in that metal there scared me. I was like, that might fuck it up. It's like it's gonna look ugly. That fucking looks beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
that really scared me.
Or when that guy came into the shop there.
You already came in with an
Oh
attitude
yeah,
too.
he came with an attitude. I know, I get it. It wasn't our shop.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't his shop either. He just works for that.
it's a shop to be used by everybody.
Yeah, and Harley was welcome to use it. But that guy, when he came in, he was trying like ISO, like tough guy. But he realized like I know who he is, and you knew you seen me before. Like he didn't say anything. He just sort of said, "Honey, how's
I
it
know.
going?"
Once I know he looked at you and like he's like looking at you like really I don't know something at first, and he looked at him just like honey. He's just honey. He looked at me, honey, and he just walked away again. He's like, huh. Yeah, no, I don't know. I wasn't taking anything serious that day. Like the job, yeah, but like anything exterior, like coming through my ears, I was like, I don't really care, man. I was like, I got a job to do.
Yeah,
Fuck, I'm gonna get
right.
it done.
But speaking of mind of a carpenter, you got a job to do,
I was
man.
like, you can talk your shit all you want in the other room. Oh, these guys are taking so long. Whatever. It's like, I don't care, man. You'll get your shit done when you get it done too. Just like how I am. You weren't here when I was here, so. Even the woman was there too, painting, eh? But she didn't cause no issues. She's just like, "Oh, guys, I was painting there,
Oh, she was. Yeah, I didn't know
but
that.
you weren't there when we were there.
Yeah.
You weren't nowhere to be found until like 10 minutes into our metal bending. So like, and I agreed with Harley. He's like, "Well, we're here bending metal." I'm like, "Yeah, we're already here. We already got the measurements. We're already on the bender. Like, is that what it's called, bender? Yeah, the bender."
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, like, let us do the job now. Like, you don't need to be all like, well, I was here first, and or buddy coming in like, hey, are you guys supposed to be here? Well, are you
They didn't.
supposed to be here?
They didn't really care.
No, they
If
didn't.
I'm being honest, they didn't really care.
Mm-mm. I think guys like that just like to shoot the shit, and like you said, like just to shoot shit at you, just
Yeah, and I
cause.
was okay with that.
And
I
then
knew you weren't serious.
and
Like,
then
fuck, come
again,
on.
you hear them laughing in the other room, so that's why I'm like, it's not serious. Like you're gonna get your job done when we're done here. Like
Yeah.
take a break, take a
Yeah.
break.
And he's probably okay with that. He was okay with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like, okay, well, I have an excuse now.
yeah,
You guys are in
exactly.
my way.
Yeah, that's probably why he's all pissed off. Is just because well, this guy's gonna say, well, how come you didn't get it done? Well, these guys were in my way. Like fuck, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
It's probably all he was stressing about. It was his boss saying like, well. Couldn't get it done this quick. Same shit that we probably go through.
Same stuff with us though. Like, how come this is not done yet?
Exactly.
Well, like, wow, we gotta fucking
We're waiting for this, or we gotta
wait
go
for
get
that.
this, or
Sometimes we don't got the right, like,
honestly, sometimes maybe we forgot this. It's an honest mistake.
got the right tool.
Yeah,
Sometimes we gotta buy our own tools.
no, that's for sure. Like honestly, for the 4 or 5 weeks I've been on the for the 4 weeks, I think. Yeah, a knife.
Hey, yeah, you've been with us for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, about 4 weeks now, I believe.
Does it feel like 4 weeks?
No,
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 no.
no. My other job, I already felt like I was there for a month, for like 2 weeks.
Just dreading it, eh?
And I went through that for 6 months. It was rough. But I thought I could stick through it because I'm like, this is what it is. This is what I asked for.
You can say like this is what it is. This is what I asked for. But you can also say like this is what it is. Eh?
This is what it
This is
is.
what I fucking asked for.
Exactly.
You know.
So like that was my first. That was my attitude I kept for probably, let's say, the first 4 months, and then we got paid, and then I was like, do I really need this right now? I was like, do I really need this? It's like, do I need this pressure? Do I need this stress? Because honestly, for some reason, I was getting anxiety going into work over there. I was, my heart was racing before I'm going in. And honestly, what helped was just a little toke before I went in. It calmed me down, it settled me down. It's like, hey, you're just going in to go do your job. You've done it before. They expect you to do the exact same thing you've been doing.
Yeah.
So like, why are you stressing? Why are you so nervous? It was the thoughts. It was the thoughts of trying to exceed their expectations. You don't need to exceed their
Just trying to
expectations.
impress Papa, man. You
I
don't need
was
to
trying to
impress
impress Papa.
Papa.
I didn't need to impress Papa because Papa was already impressed.
Yeah, Papa would be proud if you don't give up, man.
And that's all I needed to do was change my mind to was I'm here. Well, let's not give up now. Give it 100%. But for some reason, my mindset was like, no, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep getting better. Which is not a bad mindset, but it can get deteriorated by coworkers that don't have a similar mindset whatsoever. For people that you surround yourself that just complain and do nothing about that complaining, it it gets dreadful really fucking fast. Like that's all it was over there was just complain about this, complain about that. Yeah, we had our laughs. Yeah, we had our fun times. There's other times though where you're just like, do I need this?
You do need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Being in the city, it's different. Like your paycheck, you get taxed. Like, oh, I could be getting more.
hmm Especially growing up here on the res, that's the mindset you have is I could be getting more.
Well, it's tax free, man. It's
Exactly. But
you
like
are getting more. But when
that's
you're
the
in the city, you get taxed. Like, oh shit! Like, cause you got like, for me, it was like $200 going to income tax,
yeah.
and it's like,
Wait, what?
I'm
Two
saying like a
nice
nice,
chunk was going to it, yeah.
yeah, a
That's
nice
from
chunk
your
was
check?
going. That was from my
What?
well, like taxes, like
Okay,
deductions
okay.
wasn't 200. It was like 500. Because you got CPP and you got pension and you got income tax and then you have your union dues.
That's also where you work too, right? It
Yeah,
all factors, but oh fuck.
like if you think about it,
That's a lot of
like
tax,
you
man.
work in the city, you work for the union, you get paid a lot,
Yeah, yeah. But
but you also
then
get a lot taken out of it.
yeah.
So if you add it all together, you're basically making just slightly above minimum wage.
That's my question is how much do we pay for healthcare even though healthcare is free? Like why do we need coverage from work to go see the eye doctor? Is that why? Because like these cost $400? Is that why we get like work insurance to cover shit like this or dental care or vision care or I don't know what it's called the proper word, ear care? Like
You lost me.
cuz like cuz that comes with your deductions, right? Like you get in a union, right? You get like benefits, right?
Well, in the union, you get benefits once you sign your life away, man. That's what it
Don't
is.
say it
Sign
like
your life
that.
away.
Don't say it like that.
Just gotta lose a pinky. That's it. You get signed in. You know.
Well, you got compensated, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
okay.
I get compensated every time beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get once you sign, you get benefits. Those benefits cover all your shit, like
Yeah.
dental and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm okay with that. You
Yeah.
know, but you still get stuff taken out.
That's for sure.
Income tax takes it out. But if you're living in the States, man, and you get hurt, Like that's a bit
That's
more. That's a bit
that's
more.
yeah, that's something.
I don't know if they do have WSIB in the States.
That's a good
That's what I'm
question.
saying, right? Like if you do
Yeah,
get hurt, it's really on you. And that's the
yeah.
freedom that people don't want.
Mm,
Like we do get freedom here, but
for sure.
we get control a little bit
Yeah,
more
there's without a doubt.
than the States. Like we get stuff paid for, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like I'm okay with paying half as much as I would if I did got hurt in the States.
Mm,
Like I can't imagine how much it would be if I lost. Like I did lose my pinky, but
yeah.
to get that surgery and to get the scans
Yeah,
and all
all that
that,
stuff you went through.
yeah,
Yeah, that would have honestly, let's put an estimate to that. I don't even know what the healthcare system is like in the States, but I've heard depending on your situation, an ambulance can cost almost $2,000.
I didn't even get an ambulance. It's the crazy part. Like I wanted to sue it. That's what it was. I wanted to sue them
Fuck.
because they didn't give me an ambulance, and I could have saved my pinky, to be honest.
Really,
Because
eh?
a paramedic knew what to do at the
Oh
time.
fuck.
Like if I went to a paramedic right
Yeah.
away, they'd be like, "Okay, where's the pinky?" It
Oh
wasn't until
fuck.
I got to the fucking hospital, which was like 4 hours, 5 hours later, wasn't there like, well, how come they didn't save your pinky?
No one know
Well,
what
I
to
didn't
fucking
know
do.
that. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. And like,
Yeah. Holy fuck. Well, that too, like someone should have known, right? Because like you're in fucking shock. You're not gonna be like, "Yo, where's my pinky? Yo,
yeah,
like,
and
yo,
I
like
I
the
did,
fuck."
yeah, I did want to sue, but I was on WSIB.
Yeah.
I did call a lawyer and be like, "Yo, you can wait till you're off WSIB."
Mm,
But at the time, I was pretty like stressed out.
I'd be fired up about it, dude.
I was fired up, but I was pretty stressed out about other things.
Yeah.
That I was like, okay, well, I
Uh,
gotta move. I'm gonna
can't
move
really.
on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on.
Didn't really
It
want to
was,
put your time and effort into all that because that's a lot.
yeah,
If you were gonna follow up with that, that is a lot.
yeah. And someone did tell me like, how come you didn't sue? I
Yeah,
was like,
it's a lot.
if I told him, I was like, if I'm being honest, at the time it was very stressful,
There would have been a lot
and
on
it
your
was
plate.
like I'm
Honestly,
dealing it by myself.
if you did do it, you might have still been dealing with it today, even if
That
you
too,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would have
exactly.
got some money for it, but how?
You'd
I
be
already got
battling.
money, dog. I got RHT, man.
There
Like
you go. Like
some things
there's,
just work out. Like I
yeah,
can't believe. Yeah, I should have sued, but it's not a regret though.
that's
It's
good.
just like what I was stressed at the time.
That's good. No, I mean, at least it's not like a big concern as it was then, because like
I'm just gonna tell people, you know,
it's quite the
you go to
situation.
camp job, you know, 2 weeks, 2 off.
Yeah,
It's a good money. It's gonna be good money, but it's mentally tough. And the people you gotta deal with are people that are sometimes coming out of prison. That's the only job they have.
yeah,
Because they'll take anyone.
yeah.
They'll take anyone as long as you work.
As long as you work at the job, then yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, it's good. It's for people that have kids, I think. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta pay something. You gotta work.
That too. You said you met a lot of people through your job, right? And through your different years of working in different places. Like you've
Not like people, like many people of different cultures,
but
different
you've met a lot
parts
of
of
people
life.
with different stories and a lot of different experiences.
Yeah, yeah, and you can get little
Excuse me.
good things out of it.
Yeah.
Like you
There
realize,
you go.
like,
That's what you're going back to at that point there. Like
yeah,
you've met some, how would you say it? I don't want to say bad people, good people again with bad decisions.
yeah.
And you know, they have something to share. And
As long as you take like a little thing out of it,
yeah, like
you can
again,
point out the good out of it and be like, okay, well that worked for him, but it could lead to this, so don't do that.
mm, true. Even like this podcast, take what you want out of it. Good, bad, you know, there's not always going to be something you want to listen to, but maybe there's something you want to
I think
tune
with this
into.
podcast, you get like people's experiences, what they've been through. But you
Exactly.
get like little things catch
That's
off there, like, ooh, maybe I can. Oh,
yeah. No, that's it. That's
maybe
exactly.
instead of waking up at fucking 12 p.m., maybe get up at 8 a.m. It might actually, help you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't fuck with naps, man. I don't fuck with naps. I don't fuck with people that have naps.
Fucking
No,
naps
I'm
are
just
much
kidding.
needed. Naps are needed.
I was trying to follow John Berthel's fucking video there. I don't fuck with naps,
That
dude.
guy's an actor, man. Come
He
on,
is
why
an
you
actor.
following him? That's what he does. Like, oh, I did the Punisher. I can say whatever now. Like David
I
Goggins.
would too.
You would too, man.
Oh,
You're getting paid that much. I would too.
if I got
I would
paid
too.
as much as that guy was, and I got to play someone as gruesome as the Punisher, yeah, I would say it. Don't fuck with naps, man. There's someone out there working while you're what, sleeping?
I don't know. I kind of believe him, but I kind of
I
don't.
feel like
I
he
don't
low
know.
key takes a nap.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he probably does low-key take a
He
nap.
probably just said it for publicity, and then now it's out there, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I just don't fuck with naps." Apparently, he says that in almost every other interview he's in. I don't fuck with naps.
Manifested.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't fuck with naps.
I don't fuck with naps.
Oh, he
I
does.
mean, I low key fuck with naps.
I do fuck with naps though.
It's very healthy for the brain, but it depends for me how long. I don't like to nap more than like 40 minutes. After 40 an hour, I call it sleep. You're getting sleep. Anything exceeding over an hour, you're getting sleep. Just face it. It's not a nap. A nap is like half an hour, 40 minutes. You should feel well rested by 40-minute nap.
So you
If
put like
not, you probably need more sleep.
a timer on.
Yeah, you can put a timer on
Do you
or
though? Do
learn
you
to.
put a timer on?
I've learned to trust my body.
Really? Okay,
That's how
I've
I.
tried that, and I've done that with that skate. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah.
it was 9 p.m. to be honest. It was
It
9
was
p.m.
late. We finished
And I was
work.
like, oh, I could fit a 30-minute nap in. You
Yeah.
know, sitting on the couch too, and it was just
Yeah.
all night, man,
Yeah.
all
You
night.
said
I was
you
like,
woke up
oh,
in your work clothes, eh?
yeah. Well, it was like, fuck, like fucking Gabe was calling me.
I should have
Like,
just showed up to your
you
door,
should
man.
have shown up. You would have
That was
seen
a
me
that
just
was a good
crashed out like
skate.
an old man. Man.
Yeah, it
You
was.
would have,
Huh?
you would have seen me in my weak point there, just mouth wide
Uh,
open.
I wouldn't even knock on the door.
I wouldn't even be mad.
I
You
would have
know,
just snuck in and maybe see your family there. I would have just been
yeah,
like,
it would have been okay.
yeah, they would have
Whatever
been
these fucking retards are up
like,
to,
whatever this guy's up to, he's gonna be stupid. Let him go.
man.
It's funny though. We've grown up to be at that point where, like, say your family, such as your mom, I could do something like that, and she'd be like, "What are these dummies up to, man?"
I bet your dad said that a lot.
He probably says that so many times, even if just me alone. Like, what the fuck is this idiot doing, man? Like, then there's me and just la da 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 da. I got this shit in the bag.
And he has like there's like two other friends too, like la la la,
Yeah,
rolling it
yeah,
too, man.
yeah. Fucking, there's JC and there's Ian and there's Caleb. Just la da 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 da. What are these fucking idiots up to again? Like
My
shooting each other with like airsoft guns. When we didn't have enough airsoft guns, we went to a fucking pellet gun that had copper
I
bullets.
didn't get why you guys wanted to do that.
It was fun.
It wasn't.
It was exciting.
I was terrified.
I was
I was
I
fucking
was pretty
terrified. I
terrified.
was fucking terrified, man.
Well, it's kind of what kept the adrenaline going, no? If you get shot by it, you're like, oh fuck.
I'd rather just hide in a corner and hopefully they don't see me. That's what I was thinking at the time.
I remember, I believe Caleb was down here, you were up on top of the hill, and I was laying down flat, like down the hill down there, and I was just scoping you guys out. And then I thought you didn't see me. I was trying to get my aim ready for Caleb. Sure enough, I hear one of those copper bullets just fly by my face. I
Just
hear it ricochet. I was like, what was that? It's like, holy fuck. I look up at you. I just see your sight right onto me. I'm like, this fucking guy, man. Like, you're like this close.
checkmate.
Pretty much. And like, I'm looking at Caleb. Really, you're just scoping me out, fuck, from afar, just ready to pull it
You
out.
guys want to play this kind of game, man?
Yeah.
What'd you get, man?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be locked in too.
I'm pretty sure we all took turns with that gun. I think the one that got the most shots on us had to be Caleb. I'm pretty sure I got lit up with that copper bullet gun.
I never got shot.
No,
No, I
that's
don't.
good.
It was until the end we were like trying to shoot each other with it, then like see how it feels.
It stung.
Fuck that.
Oh, that reminds me back in the day, it was me, Lucas, and Caleb at Lucas's house. And this is a funny story. This goes way back. So, me, Caleb, and Lucas were
You
up.
want a beer?
Yeah, sure. We were up one time, like really late, right? Like we usually were, 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck, man.
And
Those were the nights.
we were just gaming out, right? Thanks. We were just gaming out, and we yelling, rage quit, getting mad, and whatever. And you know, fast forward, we say fuck the games. We bring out his pellet gun. You remember that? It was like a long gun looking, and he had to cock it like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We brought that out again. So what we made Caleb do was like, yo, we're gonna shoot. Oh shit! Whoops, my bad. I just kicked the mic. But yeah, he's like, shoot me right here in this calf. We got him all geared up. We put him in a jock so we don't shoot near his private area because again we're all young, we're all hyper, we're all fucking around. We could potentially shoot somewhere we shouldn't. That could be dangerous because his pellets were not copper balls. They were the pointy metal ones, if you remember.
Oh, I
So
know what that
those
looks
so
like.
those
Yeah.
things were able to fucking penetrate
Like
it.
Conehead.
Yes, the cone heads were fucking dangerous, and we are shooting each other 5 feet away, fully cocked fucking air compressed gun from again 5 feet away. So he's like, shoot this calf. Lucas, being Lucas, he shoots the other calf. So Caleb's all Caleb's all preparing his calf for it to be shot on this one. Yeah. Lucas is just loading up that gun, making sure all the air's compressed for it to be the strongest shot of his fucking life at 5 feet. Gets it set, tells Caleb, okay, I'm ready, I'm gonna shoot at that leg. Bang! Fucking his mom wakes up. Lucas, Jack Christopher Fraser! What's going on? And then we go to his room, me and Lucas, or his mom's room. Caleb's still in there. Oh shit! Oh fuck! It hurts. And then and then Lucas's mom's just like, "What the hell's going on?" We're just like, "Oh, he's fine. He sat on a controller." He's like, right after we say that, he's like, it's inside me! And then we're just both looking at each other and we literally smack our foreheads and we're like, what the fuck, Caleb?
So it was inside of him?
The little pellet? Yeah, he tipped it out.
Oh, like it didn't puncture the skin?
It didn't puncture, but it just sat there. So he just flicked it off and then yeah. That was way back when he was living here and where he's at. We were at those apartments there.
Yeah,
yeah, that was way back.
Days, man. Those were fucking days, man.
Those days, man. I don't know why I was too scared to fucking cheers. I don't know why I was too scared to go out with you guys. Like, go do that silly stuff. Go run around at nighttime.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I do know what you're talking about. You're right. Like, I never got caught, man.
Like, the amount of risk you guys took and the amount of energy you guys came back with before you guys left was just unmatched, man. Like,
well, okay, if we did get caught and they were chasing us, we would sacrifice our body no matter what. It was every man for himself. Yeah. We go our separate ways. We knew we were gonna meet later.
That's what I heard. Like, you guys would come with some couple of close calls with either just strangers or with like security at that time, and it's like,
or even
holy fuck,
tribal
man.
too.
Even the tribal police.
I remember being in high school and like being behind the high school. Yeah. And like we don't do anything jingus. Like we're not breaking windows. We're just roaming around the school.
You're just running around
because we know we're not allowed there. Yeah. Well, not like allowed, but
you're not supposed to be back there. At these hours. Yeah. Exactly.
Something that's it. But we didn't do anything.
Like, you're not trying to break in. You're not trying to like fucking do anything illegal. Like, you're just running around being kids.
Yeah, it was me and
at nighttime.
Yeah, it was me and Lucas. We were going through the back. Yeah. And the cops must have knew that we were there, man. We went around the corner, right around the
I can picture the back.
WB office, right? Shark Tank. Yeah. We went around the corner there, and we came up the corner and going up.
No way, the hill. Okay.
It was when we went up.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Okay, it was when we no. Okay, it was when we ran around that corner. We were
Okay.
slightly going up. That's when the
Yeah.
cop pulled up from the side
Oh
there, and they
no.
were coming this way. Like
No.
fuck,
And
like
you
they
guys
were.
are like down the hill there,
Yeah,
right? So they're coming down from the hill and you guys are at the bottom. So like what are you guys doing? Where are you gonna go?
instinct was to run straight into the bush, man. That's what it was. Because they
Oh
had.
my god.
That's not the time they had the long bush. That's probably why they cut it.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably why
That's
they
probably why I
cut
cut
it.
that long brush back there.
Yeah, that's probably why they cut it. Put a fence there,
Oh, the
so no one.
greenhouse too, though, eh? The greenhouse was
Oh
never
no,
there
not
growing up.
yeah, but not there. But we were like we ran
Yeah.
into that bush there
Oh,
behind the
okay.
shark tank.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
that's where we
Yeah,
ran.
yeah.
And it was like
Okay.
I remember so I was like, and we literally hid in that fucking tall
Oh
grass
my
there,
god.
and we waited. And they were flashing their lights,
Yeah.
and we
Okay.
waited. They were like lights over us, and we were just covered, lay down, don't say anything,
Oh my
flashing lights and
god.
looking for us. And they didn't go any further. They didn't go any further, and they took off. And we got out of there, man.
Like, see, that's the adrenaline rush. Like, you again, you guys didn't do nothing illegal. You didn't break nothing. You just knew you weren't supposed to be there. And same with the cops, so they chased you out, and you had the excitement of being chased.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
that was.
That's what it was. It was like the
But
adrenaline kicked in.
the adrenaline
It was
kicked in. You're
like, like
fucking,
everything was like
you're running.
running for our lives, man. That's what it was. Like our life depended on it.
The reality was at that time, though, if you get caught, you're almost like, "The fuck are you guys doing? Like, go home now.
Yeah, they'll
I'm
probably
gonna
drop
take
us
you
off at
home.
home. Yeah.
Like, get in." They'd probably say, like, "What are you guys doing? Get out of here. You know what? I'm gonna drive you home. Get in right
Yeah,
now."
yeah.
They'd probably say something like that. Yeah,
Get a
but
little pee pee slap there, a little
probably,
discipline. That's about it. You're not
probably
really charged.
you'd be in the back of the cop car. You guys shouldn't be fucking doing that. You know that? You guys gonna get in trouble next time. If I see you out here again, I'm gonna charge you.
Yeah,
Some shit like that.
I
A
do
little
think they
little
knew
slap,
who we were,
most likely.
but you, it was your fault you didn't catch us. That's
Exactly.
you didn't catch us, man.
Yeah. And again, there's nothing I
I
could
bet they
do.
made their night exciting too. It was probably boring for
I'm
them.
sure there's probably nights where it's really boring, and I'm sure they probably chased you for the fun of it. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's other times where they're like, "Should we? Ah, let's
Yeah,
go!"
yeah,
Turn
yeah,
the
yeah.
lights on full
Let's go
effect.
sneak up behind them real quick.
Yeah,
You know, I bet they were
yeah.
smarter than that. They would have just got out of their vehicles and like swarmed us. You know.
If they really wanted to, I feel like they would chase you down. But again, they're just like, let's just shine the light, scare them a little bit. Let's just stay in that one area for a little bit there, and then we'll go to this next one, and then we'll just
Yeah.
leave. Yeah. I only had that maybe like twice ever since those moments happened. One was with you. We were a little older then. I think we were in high school by then. And even then it died down. Like the whole running around. Remember when people used to do big manhunts at the mini mall, just downtown Wiki?
Yeah.
Like a lot of that left when people our age and let's say 5 years older than us started to grow up. Like, there's none of that now.
No.
Again, because well, like yeah, technology and stuff. But
I
like
think it's a lot of drugs, man. More
that
drugs
too,
came in.
drugs. You can't express yourself through drugs. Again, people express themselves through meeting up, running around, hanging out with friends. You got to see the real you before the drug.
Yeah.
Again, we just see what cocaine makes you, what fucking meth makes you, what whatever makes you. It's always a substance nowadays that makes a person. It's not what makes the person a person. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot of drugs
It's
that
a
kind of.
different time right now.
It is really different. Like even that when people talk about our parents and their time, our time alone is different to the people that are growing up, let's say 5 years below us in age.
Because we were just getting into technology.
Yeah,
Like we were aware of it, but I
yeah.
wasn't too engaged in it.
But it's not like it was taking over our life where we're like, oh, we got to be on the computer today. Like as soon as I get home, it's like, fuck that. What's the boys doing today? I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
well, yeah. When I
You
woke
know.
up, it wasn't that I was going to be on my phone.
Yeah, no, that now
That's the
too.
thing. I was gonna be on my phone to like text you guys to see what you guys are doing.
Like, yeah,
That's what
yo,
my thing was.
jumpstart today?
Yeah. I don't think I had a phone for that even then.
I think we had Facebook.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
So
okay, yeah. I
we
got the
found our ways to
messenger.
text through that. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
didn't have our phones, but we had the Wi-Fi. We had our iPods. So there was that, but again, we weren't glued to our phones like we are now, where we have TikTok and stuff. Like we could chill here, and we'll be like on our phones, like scrolling Instagram or something. Back in the day, it was never like that. We'd be
No,
sitting here
no.
laughing away. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just evolution, I think. I think some people forget that we're meant to evolve, and maybe that's the way with technology. As much as I don't like it,
Yeah, I don't post much on social media. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. It's not to be like, you have this social network. It's just I
yeah,
like to be private in my life.
me too. And that's why is that a hard concept for some people to grasp? It's like I don't post online. I want to be private. It's like, oh well, how come this this that? It's like I just want to be private. It's like, but how come you don't do this and that? It's like the good one scenario is a relationship. It's like, well, how come you don't do this? How come you don't post this much? How come you don't post this so much about us? It's like I don't want to. I like to keep between us private.
Yeah,
Well, I guess any of my relationships, friendships, even, it's like, I don't air shit out online. I don't air out me and my friends' bullshit. I don't air out me and my family's problems. So like,
yeah. The way I think of it is like I'd rather just speak it from my voice
hmm
rather than text it on something.
like Tony Montana and
Uh,
Scarface.
like if I'm out a caption, man, I'd rather say that caption in real life, man, to make it authentic because it's
Yeah.
coming on my voice.
And that's the power of what we're doing now, is to
That's what's it like. Okay, the only like I like this podcast. You get to say what you want,
hmm
and I feel like I can like say what I want. And it'll be my voice.
it's your voice. It's not just text. It's not just a post on Facebook. It's
Yeah,
what you say. So Tony Montana. All I got is my words and my balls.
and
I'm
I
not
do
gonna
have my
break it for
balls.
nobody.
I do have my balls.
Yeah, you got your balls. You held your ground. You hold it well, and that's what I think that means. Is when he said that. I got my balls and my words.
I
I
have my
hold my
balls.
own
I hold it
and
in
I
this
speak
hand right
my
here.
word.
This hand right here, I hold my balls.
Sometimes I go both.
You got some big balls there. You really do got some big balls.
Well, to live a life you want, you need big balls.
That too, yeah.
And if you don't have that, then what do you got? No balls.
No balls. Okay,
Oh fuck, let's take another quick break here.
I was
Gotta.
thinking the same thing, man. I want to have.
Oh, that's good stuff. Oh yeah,
You know what? It's better iced.
it's
It is
way
better
better
iced.
iced.
Yeah.
When the drink is cold, when the glass is cold, it's a lot better.
I get what you mean now. Yeah.
Do you taste it though? Like you feel that smoothness?
It definitely hides the spiciness of the alcohol, but
Yes.
you get more
Yeah.
more of the taste.
You can taste something other than just a big hit of alcohol and like there's a little bit of something in there where it's like they made this to a taste, not just to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just how I look at it nowadays. That's whiskey's an art. Whiskey's an art.
So you're like a whiskey connoisseur?
I would like to be. I tried Maker's Mark. This is my second bottle I've tried. I don't have a lot of money to try a bottle and throw it or give it. I'll keep it and then I'll drink it as I feel like it. So I went through a Maker's Mark bottle. I'm on my only second bottle now called the Deacon, right? I showed you what it looks like. It's a Scotch whiskey blend. That's what we're drinking now. It's really good.
A scotch? Scotch in there too? Jeez. I yeah, I do feel the
Do you
alcohol.
feel warmer?
I felt warm a long time ago. I'll tell you that. I have,
Oh man.
but It's nice.
It's good. That's what I'm saying. Like honestly, with the Maker's Mark, let me get into the whiskey connoisseur if I can. Okay. So from my experience, just bland experience, is Maker's Mark. Okay, hit me in 3 points. Let me explain. Uh, the first sip touches my tongue. It burns as it makes its way down my throat.
Pause. What the fuck?
Resume. As the whiskey, like, goes down, it feels more smoother. That was the Maker's Mark. But except the only time it felt smooth,
This is what we're drinking, right? Maker's Mark.
no, the Deacon.
Oh,
Yeah, so the whiskey Scotch blend. The Maker's Mark is the first time I thought I should try, like, just analyze whiskey. What's the taste? What does it make me feel? So yeah, so again, it came up to be in 3 points, and it's very bad explaining now that you say pause. But like, this is what I came to is that as soon as it touched my tongue, it fucking burned the whiskey as it made its way down my throat. No homo. It fucking it it's still kind of burned, so like it wasn't pleasant. Like I even just sipping it, it wasn't pleasant. So Maker's Mark I found is more for like a shop, cheap whiskey because I realize expensive whiskeys is where you can tolerate it and sip it. At least good whiskeys. Because again, I've also had another bottle, I think a Jack Daniels, a 15-year-old aged whiskey. That was smooth. Smoother than this Deacon. You can sip it. Little, ooh, sip it again. It's like a beer. That's how dangerous that whiskey was. And that's what made me think is like, is that the difference? Is how long it's aged? And then I read the back of a bottle and it's all different type of barrels. So it's like you store the whiskey in that barrel. That barrel adds flavor because it's a wooden barrel. It seeps in, right? So like it's just stored in there, and then when you take it out, it's like taking all that it seeped in with the wood, and then it's coming out of once you pour it out into the bottle or however they do it. Okay, I'm not that far into it, but this is the start I want to try and get into. Is that just trying to understand the differences in whiskey because I think it's an art. Again, I just went on a whole rampage there about whiskey being a different type of age and how it tastes. Like this Deacon on my list right now is probably number two for being the best. Number one was that Jack Daniels 15-year-old aged whiskey.
is that the like apple flavored?
No, I think you're thinking of Crown Royal.
Oh, okay.
Crown Royal has all those flavors like the
It's
apple,
more like sweet.
cinnamon. Yeah,
That's the stuff that you could take as a shot.
yeah, those are the stuff where you can definitely just have just as a shot alone. But like this stuff is where, you really want to dig down and find where it's soothing for you instead of, every drink is like, oh, fuck, why did I take that? Like every time I have one of these, I'm just like, I know it's gonna sting, but like, something about it for me.
Stings good.
I wouldn't say stings good because that sounds bad, but like, I don't know, the taste for me. For this Decan, it's something. It's really good. It's smooth all the way through. Once it touches my tongue, it doesn't burn. My throat, nothing. Not even all the way down to my stomach. I like, some shots you can really feel. You take it and you feel it go all the way down.
Yeah.
Not this. I don't feel that with this. That's what I mean. Like, I like a calm, nice whiskey in a nice, cool
It's calm.
glass.
Yeah, but sure, like it still hits like whiskey, man. You're still
No,
gonna feel it later.
for sure. It still hits like whiskey, but
I'm downing this too quick. I think
it's like you gotta sip it, my boy.
it's nice though. Like when
There you go.
Beer's
Little,
tasting like water, and the whiskey's tasting like water.
yeah. That's great.
Ah. Yeah, see, I don't get that like afterburn. The shot would.
And you don't feel it travel all the way. You maybe feel it in your mouth, and then that's it. No homo.
Just feel all warm and cozy.
Yeah. And again, that's the difference I find in those whiskeys is that some, like this is, I don't know, the way I'm putting it sounds all bad, but I'm just trying to find a common ground is that it feels relaxing, like when you take a sip. I don't look for it to relax. I have it whenever I want to, whenever I feel that it's necessary. Right now, we're chit chatting, we're talking. Why not have a fucking sip? You know?
Yeah.
Why not? But I mean, again, I don't condone to drinking. Like, I don't want to
I don't.
advertise
Yeah, I
drinking
don't
through all of
condone
these.
drinking and driving.
None of that. I wish that if you are drinking, that you have a ride and you have it all figured out beforehand, because that's exactly what we did.
That's why we're here.
But yeah, that's all it comes down to. Is just be responsible when there's alcohol or anything involved. That's all it comes down to. Being responsible. Keep that good head on your shoulders. You know, you don't need a fucking down 20 shots and hand me my car keys. You've had 20 shots. You don't need your car keys for a walk. For a walk around the house or something. I don't fucking know. Something to change your mind of driving, I guess, or feeling the need of doing an activity, I guess. I don't know. Do what we're doing. Record yourself. Podcast.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know what's here. It's pretty good.
Oh, man. What was that thing I brought up the other day? It was pretty deep. I think it'd be a good time to bring it up now. Get into it. About the males having to be men by a certain age.
Yeah, I didn't. When you said that, I didn't know what you meant.
No?
So elaborate on it.
You still don't know what I mean? Even after thinking about it for a little bit? Do you have any thought to that anyways? Like just bare thought to that concept? That,
Um,
that men have to be, or males have to be men by a certain age?
I don't think it's like a certain age, but I think it's
Mm.
like a feeling when you get
Uh,
that kind of responsibility.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, okay, that's a better way to put it. Is I
you
wouldn't
get
say
like
by
a
a certain age, but by a feeling having the need to take on a responsibility.
yeah.
Yeah,
Some people do it young.
yeah,
Some people do it when they have kids.
yeah.
It's like you take up a responsibility that you have to
I
like
guess that's what I mean by a certain age is that sometimes it comes at 8 years old. Sometimes it comes at 15. Sometimes it comes at 35 if you're lucky because you have somewhat of your life figured out by then. Questions answered, and you're able to feed that onto a young fetus mind, such as a child, if you plan to bring a child into this world. I say 30, 35 is probably like, in my mind, exceptional to have a child because you kind of went through your years of like, hey, like, what the fuck is all of this? And then you kind of get a sense, but it's also not too late to like fully be there for that child. You don't want to be Al Pacino and be 70 and give birth to a newborn. It's not guaranteed you're going to be there for the whole
straight
life.
up luck, man.
That's straight up luck.
If your sperm's still going at 70, holy fuck.
Al Pacino, man, I don't know what he's doing, but I was shocked to see that article. Al Pacino impregnated a 23-year-old at 70. Like, what? Like, who would even allow
How did he do it,
that? I don't
At
know.
70, man? Fuck. I don't even know where I'd be at 70. Just
There
be
he
all
was,
like
just
old and my knees would be all achy and shit.
and there's
I
him.
wouldn't be able to beg a 23-year-old at 70.
He's he's still giving her, and he's still out on red carpets. Hey.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a kid coming soon. Or kid's already here. Yeah, no. To expand on that main thought though is that I personally believe that most males, if not all, do have to pick up that responsibility of being that man. And honestly, we stigmatize of what being that man is nowadays. You do have to be strong. You do have to be nurturing. Okay, and you have to find the balance in between those because strong comes in all different types of ways for different types of people. But sometimes, most of the times, that's a harsh way. Because strong, you need to do what you need to do to be strong, right? But also when you're nurturing, you're also providing the Maslow's laws or Maslow's hierarchy of laws. It's a chart that ranges from the bottom of a triangle to the top. The top is when you reach full enlightenment. You know what enlightenment means?
No.
It means like when you've reached your full self. You feel one with yourself. You feel comfortable within yourself. You feel like you can be yourself all the time. You don't have to hide it for nobody. That's like enlightenment. Like you don't really care what people have to say because the only opinion that matters is your own and what you can control and what you can't. It's like the acknowledgement of all that. But to acknowledge all of that, you need to have the base level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I think that's the right word. That's the right phrasing for that. You need housing, you need water, you need food. Those are the basics. And then we can get on to further of like emotional uh, areas, and then it just keeps on building. But that main part is that you need that strong foundation first to reach that self enlightenment. So for anyone to reach it, first of all, you need food, you need water, you need shelter. And those are the three basic necessities for life. And that's where everyone should start, and that's why they call it the Maslow's like hierarchy of needs. It's because everyone needs that. Everybody needs that. Water, food, shelter. You start there, and then you start working your way up to self enlightenment. I could give you the full chart, but I don't know it by hand. I've just memorized that beginning. And anyone that's listening can search that up, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Not to put yourself on that chart, but just take a look at it, feel it, see where you're at. Because I know I got all of those things at the bottom chart, but after that, I don't know.
Yeah, so I gotta ask you, like, how does that relate to men being men?
Is that, well, men need to feel that. They need to have the shelter, the water, the food. If not, they know they gotta work for that. That could be the responsibility that's put on them at a young age. Maybe the parents of that child didn't provide those things, and that could happen to that child. That at such a young age they feel the need to be a man. And sometimes the concept of that man gets confused of, oh, I just need to be this hard motherfucker that doesn't speak about anything. I'm a man, I've been a man, I'm tough, I'm strong. But inside he's fucking breaking. At any moment he's ready to fucking break. Just because he was forced to be strong at such a young age. But when really all he needs is a fucking shoulder to cry on, and not to be judged for what he's crying about. I think sometimes those young boys are forced to be men a lot quicker than a lot of others. That's why I say when you're 35 and you're lucky to perform and to be that man because you have some shit figured out, consider yourself lucky. If you're 20 and you're fucked up and you have a kid on the way or if there's a kid coming, figure your shit out, man. Figure your shit out. That kid doesn't deserve that. You know,
Yeah. I think yeah, that's what I think that's what being a man is.
you gotta
It's not
provide. You
it's not
gotta be
about like
strong.
being tough,
It's about just
being being your being yourself,
learning to be yourself.
being yourself and to love
Yourself.
at the same time. Yeah, loving yourself at the same time as well as spreading love.
But it's not easy. Let's
That's
face it.
not okay. That's what I get. That's what I think with being a man is
Mm-hmm.
you're able to overcome
Mm,
certain obstacles
mm,
and you're able to provide as well as still maintain a calm mindset
yeah,
and being calm about it.
yeah.
And yeah, a lot that catches up to people sometimes.
It really does.
And like myself, I still have a lot to understand. But I think I have enough to share about like what I've been through to
Mm,
realize that like being a man, yeah, is not about being tough. It's about being strong minded,
yeah,
and that the responsibilities that
yeah.
you carry to yourself is what you have to uphold to. Being responsible of your actions, really. Like you
That's
have a kid, you gotta be responsible for him.
yeah.
Can't
You
just walk away.
you can't just say like, oh well, he just acts like that.
Yeah,
You're the parent. You're the host that should be providing and nurturing and providing knowledge on how that kid should be performing, say as in at home and as in an open setting such as in public.
yeah, because you take you take action to have a kid. It's your responsibility to uphold that. I can't stress that enough, man.
It's something you can't stress enough, but like it's something that supposedly needs to keep being said. Like if you're bringing life into this world, you should know the responsibility that is. Like people think like, oh, like oh, I'm gonna have a baby. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so magical. Like it will be for sure. That's your child. That's your fetus. But
That'll
at the
be
same
like a
time,
different kind of love.
it's a different kind of love. Like something that will never break, but something that you're gonna have to fucking fight for every day for the rest of your life, no matter what they choose to be, no matter who they choose to be, whether they choose to be a successful movie star, a fucking WWE superstar, a UFC superstar, or a fucking drug addict in the street. You still have to love them. And that's your responsibility as a parent. And I don't think people under fucking stand that yet because they don't fucking understand that about themselves yet. They're still out on the streets. They're still doing drugs. They're still drinking. They're still putting their problems onto that child. You're not fucking ready. But you have to be now.
Yeah,
And
I don't
even
think you'll
if
ever be ready for it.
there really is no being ready for a child. You can prepare, but even all with all that preparation, you're still not going to be ready for what's to come. Because that child will have a mind of his own someday, her own someday, and they will decide what they want to be. And you still have to love them no matter what. And if you don't, that will be the biggest trauma of their life. Fuck the drugs, fuck the alcohol, fuck whatever happened before that. Once they feel no love from a parent, I'm sure everything in their life changes.
Yeah,
I can't speak for that, but I've seen it, and I've seen how it destroyed people, and just overall, like the seven grandfather teachings. They hate to talk about that type of stuff while doing what we're doing, but I mean, this is what I mean. It just comes out, you know, it just comes out like respect, responsibility. Well, I don't know, is responsibility in the seven grandfather teachings? I don't think so, eh? Responsibility?
no,
No. But what I was getting to the seven grandfather teaching was that responsibility is a big thing, such as love. Love is a very big thing. Love is what rules the world.
yeah,
Without love, it's chaos.
yeah. And I think adding on to that, like growing up and being a man, there's a certain time you understand that. Well, we're still going back to the kid take action,
Mm.
action to have that kid and be responsible for that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if you had a lack of love. You have to give that kid the love that you wanted.
Mm.
You know, you gotta give the kid everything because
Everything.
you want him to be.
Or they have nothing.
You want him to be where you're at right now to grow from there
Exactly.
instead of from where you grew from.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But like some people can't, like I said, get around their own shit to that. They put their shit onto that child, and that shit, you know, is dragging that child down from who originally they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot in our youth's potential and future. I worry about that a lot, and I'm glad I'm getting that out now because those are my worries. And whether it's just my worry, I'm sure someone else worries about that too.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. Like, our youth is everything. If not, what do we have?
Yeah. And that's why I like younger guys, well, younger kids,
Yeah.
they're growing up. I say hi to them,
Yeah, no, that's a good thing to communicate them because how did we feel growing up? Honestly, with all these older fellas, myself, I didn't want to say hi because I felt intimidated.
Yeah.
But like now that I'm old enough and they're older too, like these guys are all just chill, man. These like they're all just chill. Like, what was I so afraid of? You know? And I don't know. I still don't get it to this day what I was afraid of. To hanging out with them, to chit chatting with them, just to simply say hi. Maybe it was that intimidation of the image they put on themselves, like just oh, I'm the older guy,
Yeah.
I'm the older person, like fuck off.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I don't
Yeah,
get why people would be so like that.
yeah, no, I don't get it. So I like that thought of just say hi to the young people, like
Yeah.
even a couple years younger than us. Maybe they need it to say something else, to say hi, like that kid that said hi to you today, and you're like, what the fuck? But it's just
What?
because you weren't used to him acknowledging you like anyone else would. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
where'd you guys come from? Like
Yeah,
as
and I
if
was
he
like,
knew you
that
or
threw me
something,
off.
right?
I was like, oh shit. I was
Yeah.
like, shit.
But like really it's his way of starting a conversation
Yeah.
with you. Yeah, like he's seen us there before. He's like, oh, where'd you guys come from? You guys
Well,
just coming from
it
work?
wasn't okay. It wasn't the fact that like he said hello. It was like he took the courage to say hi,
Yeah,
and not a lot of people say hi.
that's what I was gonna say. It sounds like he took the first step to say
Yeah,
something to you,
I
and then
was
that's
like,
what
oh
threw you
shit.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, I was open to it. I was like, okay,
yeah,
what do you have to say? Well,
yeah.
not like what do you have to say? Like,
But
come
like
on, say it, motherfucker.
yeah, you stopped to him, and then you conversated with him. Yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I thought that was pretty cool after you told me that. I was like, really?
yeah.
Like, okay.
And then when I told you after there, and then you slipped up there, you're like, I get that you were nervous, but you took the courage to say hi to me, and that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Like someone to say hi to me, and I'm like, shit,
Yeah.
shit, you wanna like,
You
what do
want
you
to
have to
say,
say then?
what do you want to say? You want to say hi?
Yeah,
Like, what? Like, oh, like, and then, yeah, you guys conversated, which was pretty cool. Like, oh, yeah, no,
that for real threw me off though. It
it
really did
really
threw me
did.
off.
It really
Yeah,
did. Yeah, no, I just remember that day you talking about it. I was just like, yeah, that
it was
really
like
threw
I've
you
been in your
off.
shoes. I've been in your shoes. I know what it takes to say something like
To
that,
say
man.
something
I
like
was
that,
like, to have it
especially,
the other way, and I was like,
yeah,
oh shit.
to especially say that in Opa setting and like in the movement we're kind of like on a mission, and for
Hmm.
him to just be like, hey, like,
Yeah, I
where'd you guys
probably
come from?
yeah like stop time right there. I was
Yeah,
like,
like
hold the
he's
fuck
like,
up.
yeah, he took the initiative to stop time, and yeah, no, it was great. Really made me surprised to hear that. I was like, that's
But
great.
even yeah, shit like that, like little conversations goes a long way.
Yeah,
And
because
I
even now,
fucking hate small conversations sometimes, man. But
sometimes
I'm
it can be
open to
dreadful.
it for younger people
It's their
because
practice.
that's what I'm saying. That's like okay,
It's their
well,
practice.
we're here now. What now?
So you got to start somewhere. So maybe,
Drag this, not drag it, but like carry this conversation. Then
well, whatever,
you know.
Sometimes you got to drag it. Sometimes
Well,
it's,
I feel like I have like we had stuff to do that time,
yeah,
and I was like, okay, well, I have some time here to
yeah,
say what's up.
yeah.
Well, I didn't say what's up, but like
You're
I told him, I
intrigued.
was like, yeah, we're working right now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he slipped up there and said like, so you guys session? I mean, not
Yeah.
session. You guys working? I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just joke. I was like, yeah. You said what was coming out of your mind, and he probably realized that like, shit, I should have said that. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
dog, I was thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
man. We ain't talking about work, man. We just finished fucking
There you go. See,
session up, man.
that's all conversation leads to is like the feeling of a connection, right? Like,
Yeah, it was
there it
very,
is.
very genuine. I really
Did you
felt
even get
that.
his name?
I know who he is.
Exactly.
I
I
know
mean,
who he
like,
is. Now I don't know his name,
yeah,
but I know
you know
who.
who he is.
Yeah, I know who he is.
And that too. Like, that's again, he brought himself into your world. We're acknowledging him, and what? A couple days later, we're talking about it again about what he said. It was memorable,
Yeah.
and I think that's what more people got to do is just say hi. A conversation goes a long way. But I got to take a piss again, so I'm gonna
Another
just quick
sig.
pause.
Impersification.
Impersification. That sounds like a real word, and that sounds like a very Julie Balin word. Shout out to Julie Balin. She was our high school English teacher, and I give her so much fucking credit now. And I am sorry for being that dumb at that time because now, at this time, like my years of 22 years, what you're teaching and how you teach it is very smart. And I couldn't comprehend it at that time. But now that I do, I am so grateful for you and for you being a teacher at that high school. And I don't know where you are if you're still teaching. I hope you are at that high school. Keep on doing it until you need to retire because it goes a long fucking way. It goes a long way. I'm pretty sure that's where I learned that. What I was just talking to you about, all of that there, the paraphrasing and everything. Yeah, no, it goes a long way. But did you find the word you're looking for?
No,
We might have to go back. I already forgot what
no.
it's called.
That is something else.
Really?
Yeah. Impersification is the act of attempting to deceive someone by pretending you are another person.
Wow.
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 That's trippy, man.
That is wild. That's not even the word we're looking for, but
No.
that just sent us somewhere else. That
Okay,
sounds
well, he was charged with impersonation of a police officer.
okay.
So you're
Yeah.
just pretending to be someone.
Okay. Yeah. So exactly. That's still pretty bad. Like no matter what, you gotta just be yourself, man.
I was thinking of, I can't think of it now.
But I mean, I pretended to be somebody. Jeezy.
Yeah, I already know.
And
You don't think I see it,
I took
man? You
that
don't
shit,
think I see
I
it?
took that shit real far. And a lot of people know that I took that shit real far. But I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, let me read you something. Okay, this is gonna go long.
Well, do you have a bar up in here?
I
You
got a
get a
bar.
rap right now?
I got a bar. I got a bar. I got a bar.
Do you got two beats with it, or what?
No,
Or do you need
but
beatbox?
all right. Let me hear your beatbox. Sounds like a moose having sex.
Wow,
Fuck.
what do you have up in here then? I'm trying to help you out. I'm all for it, man.
No, I love it. I fucking love it. But like, you
Well, you
just threw
shit
me
the
off.
bed, shit the bed, eh? The beat was too hard.
The beat was
We
too
were
fucking
like,
hard,
just
buddy.
fucking, oh, shit.
Oh, oh, I can't.
I was feeling that. No, that was really good. Oh,
Okay, hold
what do you
on.
have? For real though.
It's a quote. I just want to get it word for word, but they say it's from the Bible. I'm not familiar with the Bible as much as I should be, honestly, as I want to be. But it goes as in, how am I to judge a person when I am an imperfect man myself, or something like that. You know? Something along those lines. I wanted to get it word for word, but I'm sure someone that really knows will correct me, and I hope they do because it's a good saying. And I try to live my life by that now is, how am I to judge somebody? But okay, let me expand on that. How am I to judge somebody when I'm an imperfect man myself? But I'm going to remove myself from any situation that doesn't serve me and that only feeds me discomfort, disrespect, evil, non-loving energy. I'm out of there. And when I can sense that, when I have a gut feeling about that, a gut feeling, I'm gonna trust that and get out of there because I know that gut feeling is something deeper than my own consciousness, than my own. Maybe my spirit is what it is. I don't know. It's a deep thought, and that's what's been with me for a long time now, a few weeks, which was that quote alone. So like, am I the judge? But I'm gonna remove myself from situations that don't serve me. Serve me as in, you know, bring me opportunities, bring me joy. I can't say happy because I'm not happy all the time, and that's okay. It's an emotion. It comes and goes. I went pretty deep into that, but yeah. Before the quote, I kind of forgot where we were with all of that.
You're going pretty deep.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about that? I guess about let's just say the quote in general.
You gotta read that quote again.
I mean, so again, it's not exactly word for word.
What was the quote?
It's not exactly word for word, okay, but it goes something like, "How am I to judge a person when I am an imperfect man myself?" Something like that.
It's alright. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay.
Are you gonna?
Well,
Are you gonna?
Your choice of words, man.
Are you gonna hit me with the fucking Goodwill Hunting? Just it's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
No, I didn't.
Don't do this shit to me. It's not your fault.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It's your choice of words,
Yeah.
It's only that. It doesn't have to be perfect,
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay.
I think you just proved my point right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got real deep, man.
Did I lose you?
No.
Be honest.
What?
Be honest. Did I lose you?
A little bit.
It's okay.
A little bit, man.
That's what I mean. Like, I know I ranted on a little bit there. Yeah.
You lost me.
I almost lost myself, okay? It's the beauty of this stuff.
You lost me at imperfect?
Yeah.
Stop, man. Remember we had smoke break, man?
Yeah.
Like, fucking perfect this. That's all I heard was, okay, you don't need to be perfect.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. It's just your choice of words, man.
Okay, never mind. I get it. Okay. God damn it. You made me just have another realization. Yes, I was using the word perfect outside, and then here I am saying I'm not perfect. I get it. Yeah, okay.
It's okay, man.
It's okay. Yeah, you're right. It's okay.
It's alright. If I'm being honest, we didn't show up to work on Friday. You're not perfect.
Not perfect. Well, we put in a good 4 days of work. We should have went 5, but like, I mean, Thursday when we checked the weather, it did say it was almost up to 50 kilometers wind gusts. And then like 40 kilometers like wind itself from whichever direction. So that's a lot. So when we said Thursday, like, never mind, let's not go. We did all agree because of that. But then the day comes, it's actually a lot lower than it said, and it's nice sunny out. Like, it would have been perfect because we got a hut. But he was okay with it. He said, okay. For me, he said, anyways, no worries.
Yeah.
You know. And then we went and seen him, and he's like, "Hey, I got this lined up for you from boom to boom." And I'm like, "That's actually more than expected. Let's do it."
Yeah.
And we're gonna be with his dad too. And I actually like the idea of being with his dad because his dad taught him, and then we're gonna learn from how he taught from his dad, and however that goes. I'm excited for it, honestly. Harley's a good teacher to me, and if his
Yeah.
dad taught him, then I'm excited to be taught from his dad. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. Eddie's gonna be there too. Just
Yeah.
gotta stick it out. Just gotta.
See how it goes. We'll see how that goes. Fucking idiot.
You gotta love Eddie. Though. Come on. I've grown to love Eddie already. He's a character. He is a character.
Nah.
Again, though, when he works, man. So that's why you
He's
gotta
pretty
love
good
him.
at what he does.
Damn right he is. Showed me some tips right off the hop there, man, and like it fucking works.
True that,
Works.
yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good at what he does.
For sure. So you can't doubt him of that. You gotta give him credit where it's due, you know.
True that, yeah.
But no, it's been great. I've been loving it so far. So just went ice fishing today, though.
So it got me thinking that could go ice fishing right now.
Let's go ice fishing tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
There you go.
Tomorrow.
And then we'll bring in a healthy bump out. Your extra line of rainbow cookies. 'Cause, I don't know, you and your sweets. I've known for like the last 6 years you really love like cookies, Oreo cookies especially.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really grown to like cookies. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
I gotta have it with milk. So when you handed me that cookie, I was like, yeah, I'll take one. I still ate it. It's good, but like that's all I'll have. I'm content. I'm good.
So you can't handle beer or what?
I can handle beer. It's just if that's what we have, then I don't mind whiskey. I can tolerate my whiskey. I knew we were gonna drink tonight, but I thought we were gonna be singing karaoke tonight. I guess this is a form of it. I don't know. I just wanted to go sing some songs. I wanted to sing Dream On. I wanted to sing Bohemian Rhapsody. I wanted to sing. What's a good song I like there? Fooling Ourselves by it's a
By
country
who?
it's a country song.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say it's not really known. That song. It's a good song. I was gonna go jam onto that song tonight.
Yeah. I bet you can really relate.
No, actually, I don't know. Have you ever had a song that kind
I
of
can.
just
You know what? That song's
that's
a good
kind of just
song.
hit word for word?
Yeah.
That would have been it for me. Yeah, it is word for word.
Just tear it up.
No, you know which
Come
other song I like?
Come on, why you
I love
lie?
that song.
What song is it? Sorry.
It's "Hit the Road Jack" by Ray Charles. It's a good song.
Are you okay, man?
I should probably stop it.
You okay? Or what?